Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now, I've been here this morning in my craft room working for many hours, and before I have to go and have my lunch, I need to stop and do a video. So this is what I've been working on. This I'll show you in a minute, but I've just found these and I am so absolutely wrapped because it's just the thing. Well, I looked for them a few times this morning. I couldn't see where to find them. So I'm being inspired by Rachel, who is Roxy Creations. I think that's what it's called. I'm sure that's what she's called, and I will put the link. I'm not good at putting links, but she had bought some journals and like with old style ones, old vintage ones, and we showed them, and then showed what she was making from her concept of them. And then I watched another lady. Actually, I found her first doing it. Who was that? Oh dearie me! I'll have to go back. I'll look at the history and I'll put that up. Now I made this out. I've made a fair bit of it actually. I'm really pleased with myself because I'm halfway through. I was going to just keep going, but I have to stop and show you what I'm up to because you just need to, and I have to put a video up. But anyway, I do have a very large amount of old pieces of lace. I'll say that and then say, where is it now? See this here? This was a bedspread that a friend of mine got when she went to an opportunity shop somewhere, and the lady just said to her, well, you can have whatever, and look at it. Look at the work on this. And this is done by hand. Look, it's all sewn together by hand. You can't really, I can show you the stitches because you can see that it's definitely not done by machine. So it's all done by hand, this thing, look. But it was really old and colour had gone out of part of it. Some of it come okay when I don't know, it was just different parts of it because how things go dirty on parts when they age and the colour goes out of them. So that's just all stitched, every single bit, and it was huge, and she gave me a fair bit. So I have been this morning cutting, so not actually cutting, but taking a few bits out of that. And I've got a really old piece that a friend of mine made, and she was a really old lady. She was an elderly person, so she would have been. This has all been sewn by hand too. Look, every one of these pieces here, and I've got to be careful of this because it nearly tears because it's so delicate. Has been put together by hand because. And I can see that when I wish I could show you. Look at all the little. Oh, is that sewn? Now am I telling you fibs or what? Am I telling you fibs? I just took some undone a minute ago, and it looked to me like it was sewn by hand. What she'd done, because the machine and the man that's across the road decided to mow now. Okay, so I hope I told you who I was and where I am. I'm sure you all know me. Okay, sorry if I didn't. I just have got myself so involved in this thing that I'm doing and so excited about how to use up all these bits and pieces, because here's another piece that is off something that I've had since the year dot. I have this really vintage lace that I got, and I haven't even used anything of that on there yet because I've just been using what I could cut off that other piece, which has been a lot, and it's been really good fun. This one here's a really old piece too that I'm going to put in there, but see, they got marks on them, and that's okay because that's how it ends up. It ends up that it has marks on it because it's really old, and it's look here, see how that's all discoloured on some parts, but that just can't be helped. So I've, and then I'll show you what I'm doing so far. I'll show you what I've done. Trying to keep a little bit, down. There's a bit of stuff around me, but that's okay. I know you want to see what I'm doing though too. Right, so we get down here now. So I can see here that this was stitched. I'm really sure I can by hand. I'm really sure of that. Anyway, so I'll put a piece of that on there. Where's my stamp come from? Okay. So I'll put a piece of this on, and then I'll put another bit on the spine, okay? Because, well, there's two pieces there, and then I put the spine piece on. Maybe that has come unstitched and she stitched it back up, but you can see the stitches in it, okay? So this is the cover, and under there, that said 27 on that piece of paper, because I'm using paper out of this, which is really good stuff, you know, and there's the numbers up the top, see, and that's what that red mark is. And also, I've used pages out of a knitting book, but you will see them in there. Okay, so when I first open it, there's the knitting book pages. We have this, okay. So there's the lace down there. This is a bit of an old bit of blue too. Somebody from come on, remember her name. A lady from Britain, England, sent me that a really long time ago. Oh, I can't remember what her name is now. She sent me a few bits of vintage laces, so I put that there. You can just, if you want to write in this, you know, there's a space, but there's not many places to put stuff. I've got a little tiny pocket there that I've left there. This is mostly just for, I don't know, for fun, I suppose. I'm just really enjoying making this. This is another pocket here. I might make some little old bits of journals or something to put in. Then there's this tuck spot here, and I've put a bit of pink velvet lace, because that was a thing, you know, a fair while back. And I put these little beads up here because when I was cutting up this, there's a sleeve that Gail, who is father of four, sent me this, years ago, this sleeve. And it is so heavy and really well beaded, and I tried to get a piece off there, and I didn't really get a piece that was right to work with, so to save them I stuck them up there because I needed a bead in here. The paper's a little bit ratty, but that's, you know, this is how this is. I'm going to take that off there because I'm going to sew that on there, and I'll show you that in a minute. We can do that as a bit of a tutorial sort of thing. And I've got this page here, another piece of that blue lace. I put a little, these were something I printed off, they were free, a free thingy, what? I think it is. It says Beyond a Vintage Path or something. So that was something that I got off a photo thingy. Little bits they were. So I put that. And if it wasn't free, it was something that I bought ages ago, because I've been buying a few bits for of the pages and things that people do, because I'm not very happy with a lot of the scrapbooking paper that I've got, that I'm not. Well, I don't know, I just don't like it some of it that much. Okay, so, it's stuck down. That was a bit of an air doggy thing on that, but it's okay. Bit of things about the knitting, and that is all. But there's the rest of my pages, and I'm nearly halfway. Look, when I say nearly halfway, I'm really pleased about how far I've got today, you know. So anyway, on this here, because I want to do a bit of different things, and I need to put this. This is a really nice piece of vintage ribbon. Now you can't put ribbon on things with glue because it'll all show through, okay? So I've got a piece of thread here, a needle, and I'm going to sew it on. I think this is the bit I'm going to use. Yes, because you can see it, but only, I don't think it's not the grey one, it's this one here I've got. I was going to use, because along the way down here I think I might put a couple of little flowers. I don't want to get too, you know how I get embellishing things? I go a bit over the top, don't I? I put too much on, don't I? So, oh well, maybe not, but I just want to make something, you know, nice, and enjoy doing it. And, well, I do enjoy doing the others too, but I have to get back to them, and I will. We're going to get everything finished eventually. So nobody panic now. I think I might glue these on here first before I get started. So I'm going to cut the stem off, I think. I wasn't going to, but I will, because it might not look right. A little lost for words here, Sonia. Now if I stick that on there, not right at the top, but down here a bit. Now, what I've done in here so far, if you can go back over and have a look at it if you want to make one too, you find that it's not hard, because it's quite easy to do. Make sure you don't get glue on this ribbon because it's not, oh dear, and I did first thing, what do I do? Put glue all over the place. Crikey, Sonia. Oh dear. Am I still in the shot? Yeah, I'm over here trying to get the glue off the ribbon. Oh, that looks good though. Sitting there, doesn't he? Put another one. I need 3, don't I? Yep. I do need 3. Bit of glue on that. So I don't cut off the whole stem because I want the piece in the middle. These are little tiny vintage velvet flowers that I acquired one day. It was a good day that day. A box full of flowers. I've got all these vintage ones, so because they're velvet, which was a thing that was used a bit too in the old days. They're not things were nice velvety things, weren't they? And that paper that I've got, it's wait a minute, that's come back out there. Push it back in. Push that back in there, Sonia. Okay, so we sort of got an okay day today. It's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, dear. There we go. Let's sit down. I'm going to cut that off now. So having 3 is something is a really good idea, as I mentioned quite a bit. Glue it all over me, but I can't help that. Now, I'm going to go under here, and it doesn't matter if this doesn't come right to the top. I'm not going to be, like if I don't stitch right up to the top, I'm not going to cry. I'm just going to go up and down in under here. I probably could have stuck this on earlier, but I did not find it until a minute ago. Actually, it was a flower I'd made, so I unpulled it, because I can do some flowers too to put in here. Now these are father stitches, aren't they? Which means rather large, bigger than usual. Doesn't matter. I should probably do it neater than that. Oh, that's not me. I wouldn't do. Oh. What would me Nana say? Dear, she never knew that I really liked this. She'd have loved to have seen all these things that we're doing now. She was a very good sewer and a knitter, and she did everything. She was a very lovely, clever lady. I wonder if we do these things because we see them done when we're young, or we just, learn because, I don't know. Although, I guess a lot of my other family members would have seen this done, but because of their mothers and that, but I guess, Nana, some of them do some crafting, most of them don't as far as I know. Have different things that they do in their life. I don't mind that. I think that looks oldish, sort of thingy. I'll do it the other side. I didn't turn the ticking thing on, but I knew what time it was because I've got hubby bringing lunch when it's time for lunch. I'm not bringing it, but he's cooking. He come in and asked me what time I'd like to start it, so he's still not got much better, He's on antibiotics and he's still not got any better. And I feel really bad for him because I know the antibiotics give me a hard time. They really knocked me around. That sort of pulled it sideways, didn't it? But you know what? It doesn't matter, does it, really? I'll go across the bottom here, sneak over there, through the glue. think we'll come up this side, because it'll be interesting if we put it down properly. Oh well. Okay. This doesn't look too bad, does it? It's all ideas, aren't they? You just go with what you've got, or try and make things work if they don't, do your best. It's not hard. Yeah. I have a few things that I'm supposed to be answering people in this video, but it's gone right from my mind. I know I'm supposed to show some stitches and I haven't got to that. I'm going to do a stitch video a couple of times a week, I hope. So the next one I'll do as soon as I can to show you what I'm working on. Oh, look at that. Didn't that turn out good? It's a bit bumpy, but it looks good bumpy. Look at that. I do like that. That's really weird. How come I've got that space up there and I put it right to the bottom? That wasn't Sonia paying attention, was it now? Obviously wasn't paying attention to what I was doing there. That's okay. It's even sideways. Cool. I love that. I do. I love that effect. I'm really pleased with how that turned out. And when I seen Rachel looking through that book, I thought, oh my goodness me, that's good, isn't it? Because I've got all this. I've got a lot of old lace, I suppose, and I want to use it. I do occasionally put into some things, but I wanted to do a vintage journal, maybe a bit bigger and different to this, but this is a start for me, isn't it? This is a practice. Yeah. Oh, look, I made a calico corner. I don't know why, but I just thought I'd put a corner on that, and I just made out a piece of calico. I probably should put one on there too, but it's got to look old, doesn't it? Okay, so that looks cool. I really do like how that turned out. Now, these cutout things here, they were gifted to me. A friend of mine, she gave me these, and I think they're absolutely awesome. That I have been using in here. There's that one there, and that one, and this one here was one of them, and that one, and the dog in the bucket. Okay, so I needed to find some more, because I have more, but I wanted something suitable, and these are out of a decoupage book. Okay, and I have to sit here and I'm going to fussy cut, because I don't think we need the white edge around the things. You've got to go right to the, you've got to fussy cut right to the wire there. You go right down to the, and so I'm going to watch me pick up the easiest one, I suppose. If I do a couple now, though, it'll be really good, but if I left them till too late, like later on in the day, I probably wouldn't be able to see them properly because, I don't know, old eyes and things, I suppose. I've got to go and get some better glasses. I definitely do. There's another, this is another thing that I printed off that thing that can be stuck somewhere. Here's a flower. Oh, here's one off that piece, because they've got these little bits here on the edge. And I didn't know what I was going to do with these, but now I do, because they're awesome. That was the idea of the vintage thing, see? And I don't think people quite like these, a lot of people. I don't know, but you don't see much doing with them, but I definitely will be using it. So that's a bit bent, that piece. What's behind there? Oh no, we're up to this page anyway, so that's a bit bent too, so I probably should be putting a piece on here that'll, and that's got to have a little something in the pocket. I don't know what I'm going to, here's a piece of, people are saying this, here's a piece of the sleeve that I cut off before, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. There's a bit left over from that tiny piece I showed you. Now, I'm going to put this on here. Each thing I'm thinking I'm just doing a tuck or a pocket. That's a really good pocket. There's some journaling if you want to do journaling, because I think it should be able to do a little bit of your own put your own writing in it to give it your own, make it your own self, for your own self. Now, I guess I'll put another piece of lace on here, won't I? Which one did I just use? The blue's on there. So I got this Jeremy to get this down for me because I really love the work that's on here, because I made these little flowers a really long time ago, and I was thinking I'd really like to put something like that in this, but I think they might be too thick, so I'm going to leave that for the time being. They might be just a bit too thick. Now you're watching me. I said a bit. That's not good, is it? Okay, so we go back further a fair way before we see another bit like that. So let's put this piece in. It can be a pocket. Yes, it's going to be a pocket. Or just a display page or something you put on there to, I don't know what to put on this. I was going, oh dear, now have I got shy or just lost the plot? I might just put that up there, give that a little bit more sturdiness, because I'm a bit worried about that. I don't think it'll tear, because this bent over really easy. Well, when I say bent over, it didn't crack when you folded it, the paper. That's another thing too. I was able to get the size of this book out by folding it over and still have the writing going up the right way. So that was lucky that I didn't have to make the pages, wider or anything, because they just folded over to that. That was the size of the page, because this was on a was stapled together thing that I bought with some knitting stuff, so it was really good. Just the thing for me to do this with. Now I'll put that up there, righto, a bit straighter. Dropping things in that pot's not good. Makes a bad noise, doesn't it? You know what I need to do? Try to find some little bow-like things, don't you reckon? Little bow-like things, Sonia. Okay, right. I don't know if I want that one on there. See, this piece I got the other day now, it's a really nice vintage piece. And it's got the little, since I didn't, so could do another belly band with that, I don't know. Tuck spot, something. Have another piece next to it. That's not long enough. This has got all this work on these pieces. It's really impressive, I do say. Where is that? Well, I imagine that was done. I wonder if this was put on here by hand, a machine. Reckon a machine done that? I don't know. I just cut a piece off that to put on here. What did I do with it? Oh, come on, don't run away from me, please. Yeah, see that there? You're watching. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know why this is happening. I'm a silly old woman. Look, there it is. Look, here it is. Look, see? Well, see, I could put little booklets in here, couldn't I? I'm not shy to do that. I just don't want to put a lot. We could just put a few bits, because I didn't want to make it into a giant thing that was taking me forever. I want to do it something I can finish in a short space of time. No, don't want that on there. What did I have? I had this piece, and I want another bit with it, I think. I'll cut that off there. Maybe something off this one here, or this one here. Oh, hang on, this may be a bit I cut out before, because I tried to cut some off so I could just use them as I was needing them to go on with. Now that's a nice pocket, isn't it? Okay, that'll make a really nice pocket. That's not big enough. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I might stick it down. No, this will make it hard if you do that. Let's cut it out here. here. Right, now cut up here. Am I going right? Holding my tongue the right way. Rightio. Yes, I like that. I do like that. And where's my little flower I had? That's not one. What did I do with him? Here we go. Ah, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. This is good for keepsakes. You can put your little bits and pieces down in there that, you know, your children's baby teeth, maybe. That's it, I'm silly today. Maybe not the teeth. I don't know, laces off their shoes. I have got little bags in the linen cupboard with my children's baby things in when they were a bit older, like, you know, only small, and kept each one's bits and pieces. My son is the only one with 90s because he's a lot older than the girls, and they wore those, you know, those little things that had feet in them and whatever they're called. Sorry people, I've got nearly lunchtime. I have had my mind on all this stuff, and I just, you know, don't seem to be able to get a focus on what I'm doing here. I was doing it myself, you know. I was by myself, and now I feel I'm not worried about just being there because I'm used to that, but I don't know what's the matter with me, why I'm confusing things. Anyway, I'm going to turn this back over here and I'm going to cut up there. Now I just sew the signature in quite easy by using a 5. Did I do a 5 stitch? Did I do a 5 pair? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. No, hang on. Well, I just did that, and it just worked. It went really well. Didn't even mark it or anything. Didn't even make a hole first. Just put the needle through. It was just really simple, really. It was too easy, really. Not necessarily. And I've got other ones there too that I'm doing, other journals that I'm making. So little ones like, you know how I sewed together those bits. I'm going to be making these up soon, I hope. I'm going round and round and coming back to things, aren't I? But I want to finish doing these. I'm actually going to finish embellishing that, but I might sell this one like it is. I might put kits up or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. We won't say anything for sure, because if I do that, that bothers me that I won't get to it and get it done. But I've just sewn those in like that, and I really love that way that they're done. So, you know, they'll be going into my Etsy eventually. Don't hold your breath, because I'm not I don't like to get myself into a state worrying about what I should be doing, shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? I want to craft. I want to have fun crafting. I want to teach you things if I can. I'd like to talk to you and hang out with you and stuff like that, you know. And Lynn, I can't remember now, Donnelly, what you were looking for me to do, but I think it was the stitches. So if I haven't put up what you wanted me to do yet, just bear with me a bit, because I'll get to it. I will. And anyone else is waiting for some sort of insight from me, I'll get there, okay? Now that's really good for a tuck. Now I don't think I want to put anything across there, because you would, wouldn't you? So you don't want to, you know what I mean? Where's the rest of me flowers? I've got other colours too. Should probably look at that. Excuse me, I'll just get a mouthful of water. I do like that. And when I touched that with the wet wipe, it went on the page. I'm not going to worry about that, because it's not a thing, not an issue today, is it? Really? We can do what we want to. Do you think there's any pink ones over this way? Yeah, there is. Look at that. Oh no, they're a few pages away. Okay, we'll just sit one there. Okay, we'll just sit one on there. Actually, it might look better over here on the flower. On the flower? Okay, yep, we'll do that. On the flower. All right. Now, I know the lady asked me about the chair. That's right, where's me chair? Well, as you all know, I live in a country town in New South Wales, and I don't know where the man was getting the chair from, but he hasn't contacted me for quite a while. And I don't know if that's, I've got one place else that I can go to look for the chair, but I don't have a way of getting there. And I can go on my gopher. It's the only way I'd get there. So me and Jeremy are going to figure out how I'm going to get there, because it's a fair way. Because they put Harvey Norman and that on the outskirts of town, see? And so you've got to go on a safari to get to, and from where I live, I've got to go over 2 railway lines, through the through the scrub from where I live to get there, unless I go into the main highway part, which I can't get across, so it's an issue with that. But anyway, we're going to go out there and see if because what I get I'm going to have to sit on, so I can't order it, and he hasn't done anything about it, this man, and we have only got that shop in Harvey Norman here that would probably have the chair. So, and I don't think Harvey Norman have actually got one in stock, because I've been going out there I've not been going out there, I've been on the internet trying to find something. So, but anyway, like Jeremy said, there's no good me getting it if I can't sit in it. It's not, you have to try it first, so I'm going to do that. But I'm sorry if I'm disappointing the person who gave me the money. I still have all the money that you have sent me, because I intend to buy the chair. I don't know whether it's because of the Victoria's. I'm sure he said before that it was coming from Victoria, and I don't know. Aren't we got the border shut or something? But it wouldn't be for that. It wouldn't be for me chair, surely. It isn't ready though. It isn't done, because he hasn't contacted me again. He's obviously got lots of other things better to do, I suppose. I've been and seen him one time, but anyway, it'll get to me. We're not going to worry too much. That looks really awesome. I love that. Isn't it cool how you can do different things in that? And they can be kind of sort of impressive. Look at this. Oh. Oh dear, look. I kept that in there for some reason. I don't know why, but anyway, it's different, isn't it? Isn't that looking good, Sonia? Yes, it's looking good. Okay, so I'm going to start doing some fun. I'm going to have to fussy cut something to put in here, aren't I? I have to fussy cut something. Let me see, what am I going to put in there? Oh, we've got horses. These birds in these nests are cool. I don't think I'll be having a horse. I like that. I do like the birds in the nests. But these ones here are good too. Look, how am I going to fuzzy cut this? Anybody got a... Ah, dear. I have a scan and cut. You won't cut this out. It will not fussy cut. Scan and cut. Fussy cut is cutting around a piece of... I can't get mine to do it, put it that way. Other people may be able to, but I can't. When you fussy cut something, you've got to go around each tiny little bit. I haven't been able to tune mine in or whatever to cut around it, because it cuts through any dark lines. You have to have a particular thing that you can fussy cut out with that scan and cut. I'm actually going to be moving it into my room too in the next week or so, because I haven't got in here. How am I going to cut that? It's going to look good when I get there, isn't it? Okay, keep going to do this. And for those people who have talked to me about hoping my arm is better, I'm really grateful, but it is not getting any better. It is not working for me. I don't know. The doctor's... I've got to go and see her again. It's been a week since I talked to her, and I'm going to talk to her again tomorrow, and she needs to send me to get something done about this, because I can't be without my arm. I need that to work with. I needed my arm to work with. So I don't know. I had a test done, and they said there was nothing wrong with my neck. When I went to the doctor, I said to her, I've got really bad pain down my arm, across my back, and in my neck. So she decides it's from my neck, but I think it's in my arm myself. It's myself. Oh, look at that! Didn't I do well? Look, see, that's not bad. Oh, I'm not disappointed after all. Well, I definitely won't be able to do this while I'm watching telly, but I can come back in this afternoon now. Now the weather's better, I'll be able to come in every afternoon too and work. I had a good sleep last night. Oh dear, it's nice to have a good sleep, isn't it? Yesterday afternoon, me and Jeremy went and got to bed and had to sleep for 2 hours. I know, isn't that good? He's not well, see, so, and that was all right. So we got and had a nice sleep, and that was good. And because when you lay on the lounge chair, mine's not that cosy. Oh, it's all right, but I get, actually it is really cosy, and I get stuck in it and I can't get out, and it's like, it's not like having a baby, but it's pretty painful, to get out of that chair. So when I go and get me new, that's not me recliner. My recliner's got older too, and I'm going to go. I'm going to make myself some money, and I'm going to go and I'm going to buy myself a new recliner as well, because I need. Mine's old and got no. It's got no guts in it, sort of thing. Oh, it has, but not, things wear out. They do. You can't have things forever, and so I'm going to go and get myself one of them. But I've got the idea. So Jeremy said, well, we can buy you one. I said, no. I said, I want to work for it. How's that? I want to work for it, okay? And give me, it'll inspire me, won't it? Oh, look at that. I do like that, but I can't go on that bent page. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Do I need it back on any of the others? Have they got enough stuff? What about there? How about there? I like it there. I think I like that there. Oh, so that won't be so hard to fussy cut after all. Might have been you helping me, right? Somebody's saying, Sonia, you okay? You can do this. You've helped me. You did. Anyway, I'm going to have to go shortly. I'm sure I will, because I don't know how long I've been on here. I wish I'd have turned that thing on. Could have showed you something else if I... Oh, look at that. And isn't it good how it sort of looks like it's even blended into the paper? It's not sitting up high or anything, see? I do like that. That looks nice. Okay, now, we need to fix this page. We need to put something on there to make this a bit sturdier than what it is. A bit of calico. I do like a bit of calico from time to time. I do love it anyway. My Etsy is called, isn't it? Lace, calico and paper? I think it's that way. Could be calico lace and paper. I don't know. Not good, Sonny, if you don't remember what your shop's called. It goes one way or the other. It does. It's got those three things in it, which I really like working with. I think they go really well together too. I do. The calico gives it a really, it's like a vintage look, isn't it? And do I put that there or do I go that way? It's not long enough that way. I will cut out another bit in a minute. Okay, so let's see what we can put on here. This is a piece of, it's white though. Do we want white in our book? I don't think so. That's an interesting piece. I like it. It's white. And this is really nice, but it's really orange. That's a really old piece too, but when I say really old, it mightn't be... Hang on, what about a piece of this? This might not be really old, but it looks good. It looks good, doesn't it? Am I defeating the purpose if I don't put the right thing in there? If I don't put old stuff in? Let's make a bow or something. Oh, I like that. That's a piece I've cut off that thing I was working in the other book in that. I need a piece of this so I can put over that. Put around here. You could put a paper clip on that, because everybody's doing a paper clip these days. Oh, well, not every, well, some people are. Well, that'll look good, and it'll hold the page right. If I want it to go all the way across, I don't know. Probably look all right if I did. I was just bending it there because there was a crease in it. There's a crease in the paper too. I want to make the paper a bit more sturdy. That's why I'm going to put this on here. I don't want to leave it out. I don't want to leave it out. It'll be sturdy enough. I don't want it to tear. I'll just put this on the front here, on this piece first. See what I'm going to do with the rest of the page then, after I do that bit. I've got nothing at the moment, but we'll find something, we will. Now the right side's got a ridge on it. You can see that, you know, on this one. It's easy to tell which one is the right side. Now, I don't know if these are vintage. They're old-ish, okay? It just depends, I think. There's some sort of rules about what's vintage and what's retro and what's antique and what's... Everybody's got a rule on something. I mean, it'll probably all be different anyway, too. So I'm just going to say this is my old pieces of lace in this book, and it is. That's what I'm saying and what I'm saying. I could put that there. Then here I am building something that we do now. We can't do that. I wanted something that looked like it might have been made back then. I think that does. Okay, now I wonder if I could make a bow. But this is very not old, isn't it? Do I need a bow? I think so. I need a bow. I need some buttons. I must have some little old buttons around here somewhere. I wrote myself a note. I thought I'd put some buttons and some bows and some ribbon on here. This is really, really skinny, isn't it? Really nice. My mother bought this year dot, well, about 20 years ago, I suppose, might have been, from a store where it said $2, no, or 50 cents a metre, or it was 20 cents a metre or something, and there was a roll, and Mum took it to the counter, and the girl gave her the whole roll for 20 cents. And Mum discovered that when she got home. She got the whole roll for 20 cents. Because I suppose the young girl didn't really realise that, I guess. Did she? There's some buttons. I've got buttons in here somewhere. Wait a minute. You just give me a second. There's tiny buttons up under here. There's tiny buttons up under here. There's some buttons in there. Sorry if I'm breathing in the camera. I mean to. Oh, you've got... Isn't it weird how we have to go to open a box? A plastic box. Breathing heavy, just open a plastic box. I don't know, when you get old you make a lot of grunt noise when you move around, but it's not necessarily when you're just sitting down, is it? Now these are really old, these ones. These are nice, aren't they? They're vintage. Yes, they are. That one's even got a little cut in it, which is not a good thing, but it's... I have collected up buttons for a really long time. Really long time, many, many, many years. Need that in there. These are nice. They're white. I'm not really a big fan of these. I do like those. I do like those. And these little, look at these little glass ones. Aren't they snazzy? They're too high though to put on anything, aren't they? Look at the, oh, look at the purple one. Oh, look at that. See, I only see these things occasionally because I've always got them not actually hidden from myself, but over there. They're always over there and I can't reach them. Whatever over there is, that's where they usually be, over there. Yeah. Right, no more in there. No. Oh, here's a couple. These are the tiny ones. I had some the other day that I put in something. And yesterday, when I went up to the Can Assist thing, I bought these, there's a secret. I bought these lace hair bow thingies. I don't know what you would call them. I have since pulled them apart and taken them. I'm going to send them to the washing. I'll show you what I got here. Oh goodness me, look at this. Somebody made a whole heap of round things. I haven't pulled that one undone, so I'll be able to show you. They were all round things like this, and then they put a button or flower or feather or something on. There's a whole heap here. And the lady had them up there yesterday for 50 cents each. So I bought them. Why wouldn't you? All these laces, they're stretchy, but that doesn't matter. You can still put them on your work. You know, if I just put, the person that did them did a really good job. They're all made by hand because she's got I'm going to get the stitch in here in a minute. She's done them all by hand, and they come out and done all right, but she's made 2 rows, and she's done a really good job, and it's all measured and nice and straight and everything. And I just pulled them apart, because the lady said to me, she said, I didn't know what I'd do with them. I thought, well, I do, so I'm buying it, because look, you got more than about a half a metre, I suppose, about a half a metre of lace, and there's all these different ones. So I got one, and a white one, and a pretty colour one with colours in the end, and this one here, the burny colour one, and the green one. I've got a couple of the green ones, another one, and another one, and another, and so I paid 1, 2, 3, $4. $4 I paid for those. I must have left them out of that box. That was pretty good for that, because I probably paid half of that much for I've got another piece of this here now. You wouldn't buy it unless you send away for it. I don't know how much it costs. It's not cheap. So I've got another bit of this lace off this thing. I'm going to cut this off. I'll have a bit more of this. I've got a few pieces because I had I'm sure though there was bits of 2 different ones here. I'm sure that she gave me 2 bits of little. Gee, I get sidetracked easy, don't I? Sorry about this. If you were me, you had all these things here to play with you. I was limited to playing at the time too, because I have to start. I want to go swimming so bad, but we're not going to be able to now, are we? We're not going to be able to go swimming. That's how it's going to be. Pool's not going to open, I don't imagine, with what's going on and everything. Oh dear. So I'm just going to have to leave it, aren't I, for the time being. With that there, that's got to go somewhere back in that. I should have put it back in the thing before I put the thing up, shouldn't I? Now the only thing that I found, all these stories, only thing I found was the sequin that was the right. I don't think I want to use them bigger ones, they're a bit heavy. You'd think I didn't have any buttons, wouldn't you? You've seen it. Well, you've seen how many I've got, so where would I have put them at? Oh, they're way up there. See, when you get people helping you move the stuff so you can work in your room, the buttons sort of got high. I went way up the top. Where am I going to put this little bow? That looks good, doesn't it? Do you think I can do that? I think I'll try. See what it looks like. Okay. Where are you? I just thought I might just like that there. Okay. A little bow. There we are. That's pretty. That's pretty. Now, we're up to this page. You be careful now, that's going to stick everywhere. Oh no, it should be fine. Right, now I'm going to do this one in here. Nope, we're going to finish this one here. We're going to put a bit more lace. This is a different, this must have been off a different bedspread, this one, because there was 2 different. There might have been that one with that on it, and this one's got a nice flower. I'll have to figure out which way this goes. And put another pocket in, eh? Can't have too many pockets, can we? Really? So you can't have too many pockets, I don't think. Need to have that so it's okay. Right, you go up here. Straight as we can go. Now, which way's the right side? That's there. Brilliant. That was clever. Or not. Now this way, Sonia. You can do that again. Ooh. Making a crunchy noise. I hope I'm not cutting something else. Yeah, it's all good. I do love the fact that this here is behind it. I do like it like that. It's really nice, eh? And I'm going to have 2 pockets here on this page. That'll be fine, won't it? I'm going to imagine that come up to about there, didn't it? And glue this around here, and hopefully this didn't turn off from me fiddling or anything. I'm going too long on it. Did I put it the wrong way? I think I did. No, I didn't. Oh, quick, put it back. I don't think I did. No, it's good. That's right. That's the right way. Come on from under there and don't stick down. Stick down. The lace is pretty aimable too. You can get, you can get it to go where you want to. Except that bit there, I don't want it to stick up. I don't want it too tight. And my page sticking up in the hair. So you be careful when you're doing that too. You don't want to make it kicky up. And pull it over so it's not. That's all right. Okay, pretty cool. Okay. All right, now across here. There we go. And a flower. What do you think about a flower? About a flower. Ah, dear, sorry. Trying to breathe in there. It's not good. I'm good, I'm fine. I just, maybe not that one. Maybe not too much red in the one place. I think that'll look good. This one here. I'll have to cut off some more of that other thing, won't I? I'm running out fastly. Got ones with little people on them, but I don't know if I want to put that in there. You just got to, I suppose I could put might have a look. Might have a bit of a look. Yeah, so I didn't get much up at Can Assist yesterday. My daughter come there, and we got a $5 bag. When she finished taking her stuff out there, I had about 3 things in my $5 bag. It doesn't matter. She was helping bits and pieces, I suppose. My lunch ready. Okay, I'm going to have to go now, and I hope that this worked out all right. I was going to show you the rest of those things, but I can't just now. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk to you later. And if you want to go there, make us one of these. It's fun. It's really good fun making one of these. I'll put in my Etsy too. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye-bye.